Young's double slit experiment. Thomas Young used an opaque screen with two small openings called double slit. S1 and S2 kept equidistant from a source S. Now this is a source S. Now this is a opaque screen. Here there are two small openings. These two are act as what? Double slit. Okay. And the points S1 and S2 are at equidistance from the source S. Okay. Now the width of the slit is about, here this is the width. This width is about 0.03 millimeter. And the distance of separation, so this is the distance of separation. This is about 0.3 millimeter. Okay. Now S1 and S2 are equidistant from S and they are in phase. So S1 and S2 are acting as coherent sources. Wavefronts which are coming from S1 and S2 spread out and overlap on each other on the other side of the double slit. So here is from S1 and S2 wavefronts will be what? Coming out and they will overlap. Now here a screen is placed at a distance of 1 meter. So this is the distance between the slit and the screen is how much? 1 meter. Now what is obtained here is here alternate dark and bright fringes. Here in the screen you will be getting alternate what? Dark and bright fringes which are equally spaced appear on the screen. So these fringes are called as what? Interference fringes. These fringes are called as interference fringes. Now using an eyepiece you can see the fringes directly. At the center point O on the screen, the waves from S1 and S2 travel equal distance and arrive in phase. Okay. Now these two waves from S1 and S2, they will constructively interfere and you can see a bright fringe at the center point O. Okay. So this we call it as central bright fringe. This we call it as what? Central bright fringe. Now, out of the two slits, if one of the slit is closed, okay, then the fringes will disappear. You won't see any fringes. And there is uniform illumination on the screen. So this shows clearly that the bands are due to what? Interference. The bands are due to interference. Now we are going to find out the equation for path difference. Okay. Now let D be the distance between the double slits S1 and S2. So here you can see the S1 and S2. The distance between them is what? D. S1 and S2 are coherent sources which are having wavelength what? Lambda. Okay. Now a screen is placed at a distance D from the double slit. Capital D from the double slit. So the distance between the slit and the screen is what? Capital D. The midpoint of S1 and S2 is C. And the midpoint of the screen is O. Okay. Now O is at equidistance from S1 and S2. Now let P be any point on the screen. Okay. Which is at a distance Y from that of what? O. Now the waves from S1 and S2 meet at the point P. Okay. Either in phase or out of phase, depending on the path difference between the two waves. Okay. So the waves which are meeting at the point P will be in phase or out of phase depending upon the path difference between the two waves. The path difference delta between the two waves from S1 and S2 to the point P is S2P minus S1P. So that is a path difference. That is S2P, the distance S2P minus S1P. So I can write it as delta is equal to S2P minus S1P. Now To find the path difference, we are going to draw a perpendicular from S1 to the line S2P at M. So here, from S1, we are drawing a perpendicular to the line S2P and we are marking it as what? M. Okay. So this is the perpendicular from S1 to the line what? S2P. The angular position of the point P from C. So point P from C is making an angle what? Theta. Okay. So I can write angle OCP is equal to what? Theta. The angular position of the point P from C is theta. Therefore, angle OCP is equal to what? Theta. Now, by geometry, these two angles are equal. That is angle OCP and angle S2, S1M. So, this angle and this angle are equal. So, we can write angle S2, S1M, angle OCP is equal to what? Theta. Angle OCP and angle S2, S1M are equal. So, I can write angle OCP is equal to angle S2, S1M, which is equal to what? Theta. Okay. Now, in triangle S2, S1M. So, this triangle S2, S1M. Okay. S2, S1M. I am going to find it out. Sin theta. Okay. So, what is sin theta? Sin theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. So, what is your opposite side? Your opposite side is S2M. And your hypotenuse is what? S1, S2. Okay. So, what is S2M? S1, S2 is what? According to the diagram, S1, S2 is equal to D. This distance is equal to what? D. So, I can substitute as sin theta is equal to S2M by D. So, what is S2M? S2M is equal to D sin theta. Okay. Now, what is S2M? Okay. Now, from diagram, we can write S1P is equal to MP. S1P is equal to what? MP. These two are what? Of same distance. Okay. But we know path difference delta is equal to S2P minus S1P. Already we did this. Okay. So, for S1P, what I am going to substitute? MP. So, I can write delta is equal to S2P minus MP. Okay. So, what is S2P minus MP from the diagram? S2P minus MP. So, what is S2P minus MP? That is S2M. That is what? Nothing but what? S2M. From the diagram only we are writing. S2P minus MP is S2M. Now, we derived what? S2, we know what? S2M is equal to D sin theta. This is what we have found out now. So, S2M is equal to D sin theta. So, what you can write? Delta is equal to D sin theta. Delta is equal to what? D sin theta. If theta is small, then we can write sin theta is equal to tan theta. Sin theta is equal to what? Tan theta. Okay. Now, from triangle OCP, so what is OCP? OCP. Okay, what is tan theta? Tan theta is opposite side by adjacent side. Okay. So, from triangle OCP, tan theta is equal to what is OP by OC. That is nothing but what? Y by D. Okay, that is this distance is what? D. This distance is Y. So OP by OC, that is Y by D. So it is OP by OC, which is equal to what? Y by D. Okay, so tan theta is equal to Y by D. Okay, now I have taken theta is small and sin theta is equal to tan theta. I have taken this as what? Theta itself. I can take this as what? Theta itself. So from here, what is theta? From here, the theta is, we can write this equation as, okay. So this equation is equal to d into theta. For sin theta, I am substituting as what? Theta. For this equation, what I can write? This equation can be written as theta is equal to Y by D. So substituting here, so what I'll get? Delta is equal to dy by D. dy by D. Now this is giving you the equation for path difference. This is giving the equation for what? Path difference. Now based on the condition of path difference, the point P may be what? Bright or dark. Now we will go one by one. That is, we will go for condition for bright fringe. Okay. So what is the condition for bright fringe? Or you can say it as maximum intensity. Okay. So what is the condition for bright fringe? So if it is to be a bright fringe, then constructive interference should take place. Okay. So the condition for constructive interference is what? Path difference delta is equal to n lambda. Delta is equal to what? N lambda. So what is n? N is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Okay. Now we know delta is equal to dy by d. Okay. So for delta I am going to substitute n lambda. N lambda is equal to dy by d. So what is y? Y is equal to n lambda d by d. Okay. N lambda d by what? D. Or you can write it as yn is equal to n lambda d by d. Okay. Yn is equal to n lambda d by d. Now what is this? This is the condition for bright fringe. What is yn? Yn is the distance of nth bright fringe from point O. Okay, from the center point to the nth bright fringe. Now we'll go for condition for dark. Condition for dark fringe or minimum intensity. So what is the condition for destructive interference? To obtain a dark fringe or minimum intensity, what should take place? Destructive interference. So the condition for destructive interference, that is delta is equal to 2n minus 1 lambda by 2. So what is n? N takes the value of 1, 2, 3, etc. Okay. Now we know the path difference. Delta is equal to lambda d by d. Okay. Sorry. Delta is equal to lambda d by d. Okay. Now substituting here. Lambda d by d is equal to 2n minus 1 lambda by 2. Sorry, there is a mistake. This is y d by d. Okay. So now we can find out for y. Y is equal to 2n minus 1 lambda d by 2d. Okay. Or you can write yn is equal to 2n minus 1 by 2 lambda d by d. Okay. Now this is the condition for dark French. Okay. What is yn? Yn is the distance from the point O to the nth dark French. To the nth dark French. Okay. So in the screen we'll get alternate bright and dark fringes or seen on either side of the central bright fringe. Okay. So central you will be getting a bright fringe, then you will be getting what? Above also a dark, below also a what dark. The central bright fringe is followed by first dark and first bright, then second dark and so on. Okay. Now this is how the fringe pattern will be. This is your central bright fringe. Then above and below you will be having first dark fringe. Then you have a first bright fringe. Here also this is the first bright fringe. Here you are getting a second dark fringe and second dark fringe. So above also the line goes like this. Below also the line goes like this. First dark, first bright, second dark, second bright, like that. Okay. Now we are going to find out the equation for bandwidth. What is bandwidth? The distance between two consecutive bright or dark fringes is called as what? Bandwidth. So what is the distance between two consecutive bright? So this is one bright and this is one bright. So the distance between this and this. Okay, like this distance. Okay. So this distance is beta. Or the distance between two consecutive dark. So if this is one dark and this is one dark. So this is what? Beta. Okay. So the distance between two consecutive bright fringes or the distance between two consecutive dark fringes is called as what? Bandwidth. Okay. Now let us take two consecutive bright fringes. Okay. So let n plus 1 and n or the two consecutive bright fringes. Okay. Now the distance between them is, that is nothing but what? Beta, bandwidth. So I can write beta is equal to yn plus 1 minus yn. Okay. So yn plus 1 minus yn. Okay. Y is the distance between what? The center point and the bright fringe. Okay. So y is the distance between the center point and the n plus 1 is the distance between what? The center point and the yn plus 1. That is n plus 1th ring. And yn is the distance between what? The central bright fringe and the nth bright fringe. Okay. So we know the condition for bright fringe. So what is the condition for bright fringe? We have got the condition as what? Y is equal to n lambda d by d. Okay. So I am going to substitute here beta is equal to, for here yn plus 1. Okay. So for n I am going to substitute as n plus 1. So n plus 1 lambda d by d minus n lambda d by d. Okay. Now this can be written as n lambda d by d plus lambda d by d minus n lambda d by d. So this and this will get what? Cancel. So what we are getting, beta is equal to lambda d by d. Okay. We can go for finding the distance between n plus 1th and nth consecutive dark fringes from O. So which can be written as b is equal to yn plus 1 minus yn. Okay. So we know the condition for dark fringe. What is that? Y is equal to 2n minus 1 by 2 lambda d by d. So beta is equal to, for n I am going to put as what? N plus 1. So 2 into n plus 1 minus 1. Okay. This I am going to take it in bracket. Okay. Lambda d by d. Here you will get a 2. Minus 2n minus 1 by 2 lambda d by d. Okay. This also I am putting inside the bracket. Now this can be written as 2n plus 2, this 2 I am going to multiply inside, minus 1 by 2 into lambda d by d, okay, minus 2n minus 1 lambda d by d. Now this can be written as, here it is 2n plus 1 lambda d by d by 2 minus 2n minus 1 by 2 lambda d by d. Okay. Now I am going to take lambda d by 2d outside. So what will get? 2n plus 1 minus 2n plus 1. This is what you'll get it. So 2n and 2n will get cancelled. So what will you get here? A 2. 2 lambda d by 2d. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So what will you get? Beta is equal to lambda d by d. Okay. So for bright fringe also we got the beta value as lambda d by d, and dark also we are getting the value of beta as what? Lambda d by d. So what we can understand? We can understand the bright and dark fringes are of same width, okay, equally spaced on either side of what? Central bright fringe. Okay. So the bright and dark fringes are of what? Same width, and they are equally spaced on what? Either side of the central bright fringe. Okay. Now condition for obtaining clear and broad interference fringes. The distance between the screen and the double slit should be as large as possible. That is, capital D value should be as large as what? Possible. The second condition is the wavelength of the light should be as long as possible. It should also be what? Greater. Third thing is the small distance D. That is, the distance between the two slits must be as small as possible. So three conditions: capital D should be larger, wavelength should be larger, and the small distance D, that is the distance between the two slits, should be what? As small as possible to get what? Clear and broad interference fringes.